When I was first diagnosed with breast cancer back in 1994, silicone implants were not an option because of some shoddy surgical methods that caused adverse reactions and even rejection by women's bodies of implants made from silicone. They were pulled off the market for many years. Additionally, the tram-flap and latissimus dorsi-flap surgeries had not yet been introduced. My husband and I made a decision to do a reconstruction following that mastectomy, knowing that my only option was a saline implant. When I had a second mastectomy in 1999, saline was still my only option. Although the body tissue surgeries offer great options to many women, I was not one of them. I simply did not have enough excess body tissue to perform either of those. Additionally, the procedure my doctor would have performed would have been the latissimus dorsi-flap, and due to an already present diagnosis of fibromyalgia, I was advised not to take this route. My saline implants served me well, but in 2005 they began to show signs of deterioration and stretching. So after the cosmetic surgeon, I went for a consultation. After many years of research, testing and retesting, silicone implants had been reintroduced as a reconstruction option for breast cancer patients, and I chose to take that option. In 2006 I had both saline implants replaced with silicone, and I couldn't be happier. I feel they are completely safe and they look great. So, what about you? Which implant should be your choice? Saline implants are still a wonderful viable option for those who are not totally convinced that silicone is safe. Although saline implants can rupture or leak. If they do, the saline is simply reabsorbed by the body and the implants replaced. However, they generally have a less natural appearance and don't give when pressed against. If your biggest concern is health risks, this option is probably the best one for you. Silicone implants do not generally leak, but when they do, or when they rupture, you must have the silicone picked out of your body by a surgeon. On the other hand, they provide a more natural appearance and give when pressed against. I was quite self-conscious about hugging someone while I had my saline implants, but that completely went away once I had silicone implants. They felt so much more real to me that I just naturally felt more comfortable when I found myself in those situations. If you feel the health risks of silicone do not outweigh the advantages these implants offer, and an implant of your own body tissue is not a good option, these implants are, most likely, a great choice for you. The body tissue surgeries are a wonderful advancement in the medical field. Who would have dreamed of such a surgery 20 years ago? They offer a very nice natural appearance and, of course, they give because they're your own tissue. However, these surgeries are very extensive and demand a much longer healing and rehabilitation time. You have some extra body tissue. Remember, if you have a tram-flap, you get an instant tummy tuck. Heal quickly and have the time to rehabilitate a bit longer. This reconstruction method should be strongly considered. I would be remiss if I did not remind you that this is a decision your doctor, you and your spouse, or significant other, need to make together. You may be the one that will have them living in your body, but your doctor knows your body from a medical standpoint better than you do, and your spouse, or significant other, needs to be able to openly voice his concerns and expectations. Ultimately, however, the choice is yours. Isn't it nice to know that this is one area you can have control over in the midst of a disease that you are quite out of control of?